make it so.
Welcome back to the Split Screeners. This is our gaming segment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Roll that intro. Today we're going to be talking about the last couple of weeks. We've missed a couple big gaming season events. We had the PlayStation Showcase kick it off in May. Then in June we had Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase, Ubisoft Forward. Those are probably the biggest four. There was a couple others, Future Gaming Show, Devolver Digital, PC Gaming, Indie Showcases, a lot of that stuff. But these four we're going to concentrate on today.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's just take them in order. We'll start with the PlayStation Showcase in May. All right. So, little overview. I'm not going to go over everything, but they had the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake as well as remasters of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 coming out. I'm excited for that. Those games were really good.
I might try them.
It's got my fit. The OG Metal Gear Solid.
The only Metal Gear Solid game I ever remember playing was the one that came with my PS3 on that launch. And I hated it.
Your PS5 or
PS3?
3, so that would have been
MGS5, wasn't it?
God, was that a launch
I
title?
feel like it was 4.
Yeah.
It might have been 4. Yeah, it was not a launch title.
I remember playing it when we had it at the loft, and I got almost all the way through it.
I just remember...
5 was good, though.
I just remember, because I've had to go through it, maybe it was 4, because of the pictures.
Because 5 was really good.
Is that really crisp scene where you cook that egg in the beginning?
Multiple times.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the one that came with my PS3.
No, I'm not a big fan of that one either.
I would be excited to actually try some
But the first 3 were
games
good.
that I heard were good.
I really liked 5, but it wasn't, like, great. Like, I liked the fact that...
I loved 5. It was just fun to go on missions. I
like
spent
the
hours
freedom.
just setting up a mission.
I really enjoyed the freedom.
Yeah.
I really liked... I went, like, full, like... stealth, like not killing, like non-lethal for the extra points on it.
Yeah, story-wise, it wasn't as good as some of the others, but I just ran around.
I
treated it like Hitman.
I did enjoy it at the same
God, I
time.
love Hitman.
Yeah. The mission for me wasn't that hard, but I imagine for a lot of the people it would probably be a lot harder. The child soldier mission in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Mm-hmm.
You can't kill them, so you have.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a build built around just
non-lethal.
on non-lethal, it gets you get there and you're like, cool. So I just need to not get seen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn.
I would have tried more of the games had there not been like hour and a half long cutscenes in Metal Gear.
That's the fun. That's when you go get food.
That's when you take a nap.
Unless the story's good, then enjoy the cutscene. Moving on from that, we had Assassin's Creed Mirage.
I got nothing on this one.
For me, it looks like a return to form for the first couple of games, both in style, art direction. You play a thief, turn assassin. Nothing new there, but it looks fun to me.
I think the only Assassin's Creed game that I didn't play was the one where you could switch between 2 main characters in London.
Syndicate,
yeah.
I hear that one was actually weirdly good.
I want to try it.
But everyone was so fatigued with Assassin's Creed that no one played it.
Yeah, again, I burned out on Assassin's Creed a lot. Origins was a lot of fun.
Origins was so much fun.
That was the one that brought me back the most.
Odyssey was just a little too...
It's like I heard the pirate one was cool.
Oh, Black Flag. Black Flag was good.
Yes.
That's the one I feel like
so
I've heard the
solid.
most about.
Yeah, that one was good.
If I had to choose, I would pick Assassin's Creed 2 simply because I love Ezio, and that's like my first foray.
Yeah.
The story's strong. Everything still makes kind of sense.
Yeah, his couple games were great.
I would go back and play Assassin's Creed again. Back in the day, I definitely wasn't into the same style of gaming as everybody else was, and I've opened up to it a little bit. So maybe I should try Assassin's Creed again.
If you
it
are
was not my style.
If you are interested, I just got it myself. The Ezio collection, the trilogy. It's all on PS Plus.
Dope.
It's
Yeah,
on
just
the
play there. That's a fun
the
one.
premium. Because I downloaded it. It's only like 20 gigs, but it's not the first 3, but it's 3 games.
That have Ezio in it or whatever.
Yeah, it's the Ezio game. So
2 Brotherhood. And then
the Hookblade.
I want to say Mirage.
Revengeance.
No,
Revengeance,
Revelations. There we go.
Mirage is the new one.
Mirage is the new one.
That's all I got. Mirage was in my head.
All right. Then I'll just run through a few. They had Alan Wake 2.
Looks cool for that.
Looks cool. Dragon's Dogma 2.
I'm so
Principle 2.
So they showed off a little bit about it and they talked a little bit more about Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm super excited for it.
You'll definitely.
I don't know if anyone's played the first game.
I haven't.
It's a little bit of a harder RPG, a little bit, but it gives you so much like versatility. So like there's all these classes you can go into, and then there's mixed classes of those classes. In the first game, you had your basic classes of like basically rogue, wizard, and tank and like fighter, and then they had like more like specializations into it.
Yeah.
This one's adding tons more. It sounds like, because it sounds like it's way more fleshed out than the first one was. And like they confirmed Necromancer,
It looks cool.
which is probably a wizard class, but hopefully that means we'll have hybrid, like a nice like Skull Knight or a Death Knight or something like that. Hopefully we get a bunch of cool different classes. Alchemist, I think, is going to be in it.
I don't know if I'm going to pick it up yet or not, but hopefully it comes with the demo.
Very
We'll
much
try it
looking
again.
forward to it.
Talos Principle 2 looks fun. Foam Stars looks like a Persona ripoff of our Inklings, whatever you call that. Splatoon. Yeah, it's a straight up ripoff of Splatoon. Ghost
it's a
Runner
little
2.
different.
Yeah, they're not squids now.
It's 3D.
Helldivers 2, more on Immortals of Avium, Resident Evil 4 Remake VR, Marathon Reboot, which looked kind of dumb to me, but I love the original Marathon games on the Apple computer. Played those back in the early 90s, a lot of fun, so kind of excited.
Old.
And then they showed off their new handheld for remote streaming your game.
So for that marathon thing,
I didn't pass, but
did you see
gotta
what
be
it's
better
being
than Vita.
rebooted as?
Huh?
Did you see what it's rebooting as? Like what they're making? It's a PvP,
Yeah.
like planet side.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, so it was very different, but
So hopefully, because it says it has persistent zones and stuff. I don't know if you guys ever played PlanetSide.
No.
yeah.
PlanetSide 2 is like this big like first-person shooter game, but like the whole world's like an MMO. So you're like you actually are like when you're fighting like the death matches and stuff, you're actually like getting bases, and then that's like the next match and stuff like that. So it sounds like it might be like that.
We'll see. Then Final Fantasy 16, they really didn't need to show more, but it is just about to launch. I'm definitely playing it. Excited.
That demo was
The demo was fun, especially the second half.
pretty cool.
And then another new game they showed off was Phantom Blade Zero. This one looked pretty cool to me.
What was
I
this?
agree.
The samurai one you were talking to me
Yeah.
about? I think I did
Let me
watch a
pull
little
up
bit
the
of this
trailer
one.
real quick.
I just watched it before we started this episode, actually, hilariously. It looks similar to Sekiro.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, I do remember watching this one.
like it seems more like a Sekiro-ish, like a
Yeah, give me
a
some
darker
vibes, but
game than Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm a sucker
is.
for a good samurai game, and this one looked like a good supernatural.
The combat, if it actually flows as well as it does in the gameplay trailer that we got, will be really cool. But it's hard to.
The Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi's too weak down here.
You don't have the power.
I'm giving it all she's got.
Giving it all she's got.
Damn it, Captain. I'm a doctor, not a scientist.
First pick in the Harrison Ford draft.
Yeah. Forgot all about it.
What?
The holiday special.
That's yeah. Top tier.
Way better than that episode 5 piece of shit.
Well, the Wi-Fi's given out here, so I won't show you guys this. But
We'll
Phantom
look at it
Blade
later.
Zero, it does look cool.
I was like, I watched
we'll
the
still
trailer,
roll a
that's
trailer
right.
for
Yeah.
this. Good samurai, supernatural combat. Now it works, of course.
When are we going to get our Ghost of Tsushima 2?
I was hoping that it was going to be here, and when this first started, and I was only half paying attention, I'm like, oh wait, what is this?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm like,
kinda
oh,
had
this is
that
not
too.
Ghost of Tsushima, but still looks cool.
I saw the trailer pop up on my Facebook. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I'm like, I see a samurai.
It's very.
It's that Jinsakai.
It seems very similar. Like I said, it seems more Sekiro-ish.
Yeah, it's more Sekiro than
Ooh.
Ghost of Tsushima.
But if that's how the actual
But
combat
the
is,
combat flow looks like a lot of fun.
yeah, I can also see it, you just getting the shit beat out of you a bunch
Yeah.
until you get used to it, though.
Yeah, depending how technical it is, timing.
That's why I
So
said
definitely Definitely looks like it could be a Souls-like for that, but I haven't seen enough on it yet. But it looks cool.
I like that hiding mechanic. It just looks
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool mechanics here. So, I hadn't heard of this beforehand, and this put it definitely on my watch
And it's
list.
supposed to be a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely interested in it. If it's half the game Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima is, it should still be a pretty damn good game.
God, I platinum Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. I'm expecting somewhere between Ghost of Tsushima and Sekiro in difficulty. It's not going to be as brutal as a Souls-like, I don't think.
But even Ghost of Tsushima was pretty difficult at points.
Yeah. Points, yeah. If you weren't on the story
then-
difficulty.
And then the DLC was even harder at.
We haven't really... I love action games. This, honestly, what it really reminds me of is Ninja Gaiden. Like, combat-wise. Like, it's just flashy action constantly going.
Though, to be honest, that sword looks more like a Chinese sword.
It does. And there might be a reason for that.
Pachow.
Yeah, there definitely could be. So it looks pretty cool. That's Phantom Blade Zero. So that was one of the bigger takeaways for me there. And then, of course, the big stealer of their show was the Spider-Man 2 gameplay reveal. They
I thought
played.
that was Summer Game Fest. No.
Nope. The gameplay reveal was at Sony.
So
They showed about 12 minutes of gameplay.
Yes.
Which was beautiful.
We have a video where we break down this whole trailer, so I'm not going to play it
you
again.
can always put the card up there, though.
Yeah, we can link it there.
Watch that video.
Beautiful trailer. The gameplay looks so much fun between Black Spider-Man and...
Well, it's 2023. It's symbiote Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. That's a little inside joke. Go watch that video. It's in there. But, yeah, that looks great. So that was definitely, out of the first show back in May, stole the whole damn show from me.
Yeah.
So excited for Spider-Man 2 to come out.
But a good show overall. Like,
And it
Sony-
showed a lot. And yeah, that's not doing everything. They showed other stuff,
Yeah.
but those were the ones
Biggest
that
ones.
stood out to me the
Yeah.
most.
I'm actually
What
really
they
intrigued.
changed their lineup. So a lot of insiders said this was not their original show. It sounds like they pulled a lot of videos out of their show that were for next year and are not revealing them until a later date. So this show pretty much was mostly games that are supposed to be coming out this year.
Nice.
And I have a lot of hope that the new handheld that they're coming out with is cool because like I loved my PSP.
Well, here's the problem with it. It's not like a game on the go handheld, so you have to be on Wi-Fi wherever you are. And
Yeah.
your PlayStation is going to play the game and stream it to the handheld.
Never mind.
So it's just a remote play device. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm going to download games. So
So it's not even like I could play something on the handheld while my wife plays something else on the PlayStation.
probably not.
That's
because you have to be on
But
your
if she's
profile.
watching your TV, but you have the PlayStation on, you can play your PlayStation.
Yeah, so there's a few use cases for it, but it's not for me.
It sounds... If it has to be connected to Wi-Fi, it kind of sounds a lot like they're just bringing the Stadia. They just made the Stadia.
Yeah, I mean, all it does is play your whatever you're streaming from your PlayStation on the go. So you could be in the other room or at a friend's house, in theory.
What happened to handheld consoles? Why is that like a thing of the past?
It is not.
Switch.
Nintendo is very...
Well, yeah, the Switch is
Nintendo's
great, but like
always dominated the handheld market.
PSP used to kick ass.
It did.
But it
And
didn't
the Vita
dominate
was-
the but it didn't
And
dominate
the
the market.
Vita was great, but it didn't
See,
get a
I-
lot of software, and
Yeah, it
it
was
got
like-
destroyed.
Okay, all right, we can move on.
Moving on. So that is, unless anybody has anything else on the
No.
PlayStation showcase that I
It's all-
didn't bring up.
How exciting Spider-Man looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, they brought up, that could be a good segue, because they brought up more about the Spider-Man game at the Summer Game Fest, where they released
yes, we got a release date.
the release date.
October 20th.
Yep, right there. And
Which
then
was cool. I kind of like the way they did that. Like show us a lot of the gameplay and then not give us a release date.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was just the logo and a date.
Yeah.
It changed into the date, and they're like, "Yeah, it's dropping." We figured it out.
they also did at the same time release what the pre-order bundles were and like all the bonuses and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that on here. Let's see.
They also did say that the pre-order suits, you won't be able to get those in game aside from pre-ordering it. So pre-order seats are pre-order only.
Yeah, good thing I pre-order games anytime they offer anything for
Well, we're
free.
pre-ordering this damn game.
It is available for pre-order now. I think it just went live yesterday.
I hope they. Obviously, you have to change it up, but I hope they have as many of those stupid little side missions like finding the backpacks that they had in the first part. Because I had so much fun doing those.
That was another game I platinum, and I had to go and get all those secret photograph areas.
I will say one of the easiest platinums I've ever done in my life.
It was a very easy platinum.
I haven't played
time consuming.
Telltale game, have you? You just play the game and you platinum.
Well, no, you have to play the game multiple times to get the platinum.
Because you actually have to get through a Telltale game, and I can't do it.
I only did it for The Wolf Among Us. Great story on that one. Anyways, what the? You got me distracted with Telltale games. What were we talking about?
Mortal Kombat.
No. I know we weren't.
Anyways, moving on.
I don't remember.
Moving on.
I was trying to add.
So we got the release date for that. Jeff Keighley on the show, of course, so I'll just go over some of the stuff. Pal World was shown off. Pokemon rip-off game looked kind of cute and neat.
Yeah. But 100% a Pokemon.
Oh,
the characters look identical.
I would say that the characters are heavily influenced, but the core gameplay loop is vastly different.
Yeah, I think that it'll be different, but yeah,
It's a survival game.
A lot of the characters look like Pokemon. They just
they look
straight out of.
No, I don't know how they're getting away with
it. It's a survival game, so it's like the Forest, but with
guns. But with guns and Pokemon.
I guess with guns.
Pokemon. Pals, Aaron. They're called pals.
Pals, yes. Nicolas Cage came up on stage to tell us what we already knew, that he's going to be in Dead by Daylight.
But this time, you got to talk about it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, which I was fine just seeing Nick Cage out there.
And I'm excited for him to be in Dead by Daylight. Which we need to record some gameplay.
Some gameplay. Yeah, we do. So that is fun. Like a Dragon Gaiden was shown off a little. I'm assuming Gavin's pretty excited for that.
It seems fine.
Yeah.
I like Ichiban. I really like it's turn-based, so it's like Final Fantasy games. In the last Like a Dragon. It was actually a lot of fun. It was instead of like the brawler type that the other Yakuzas were. It was a turn-based game. You had side missions. They had this entire thing called it was another Pokemon ripoff.
Yeah,
but it was an obvious Pokemon ripoff, and you categorize it was a Pokédex for categorizing all your enemies you encountered and shit. And you met I can't remember it was his name was just the Professor. And he was just working out of an office building, and he'd be like, "Yes, unlock all of them." It was a weird game. It's fun.
Strike it off my playlist.
Yep, straight off of it.
That's fine.
It does look cool. All right. Anyways, Alan Wake 2 got some gameplay reveal. Looks good. Spoopy. I'll definitely be playing it. I like any good horror game. Under the Waves looked cool. Nick said he wanted to play this one. It's that Under the Water one, and I don't know.
Where the water looked better than Little Mermaid?
1,000 times better.
Under the Waves.
Under the Waves. Yeah, I don't remember what kind of game it was exactly, but it looked interesting.
I looked up a little bit more for Power.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we thought it was
Moana.
No, we thought when it first popped up it was more Subnautica.
Yeah, it did have some vibes there. And then Liza P looked interesting.
Liza P looked cool. I'm excited for it.
Based on Pinocchio.
It's out.
Oh, it's out. All right, cool.
From my understanding.
Well, it looked...
And it is fun. My buddy...
the demo's out.
Yeah,
I saw the demo on there. I've not tried it yet.
My buddy played the demo, and he said it was a lot of fun. It only took him a couple hours. But
then Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. That game still looks pretty fun.
Yeah,
Where
it does.
the monk, ghost, exorcist guy looks pretty cool. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando looked pretty fun to me.
Cool that they have John Carpenter working on it.
Vehicle / first-person shooter type game.
Yeah, it looked like it'd be a good co-op experience. And just some 80s craziness.
Mm-hmm.
Looked pretty fun. Witchfire still looks cool. Otherwise known as...
that
was it.
So, the
think of
spiritual
that game.
successor of
Darkwatch.
Darkwatch.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks like Darkwatch.
Yes.
yeah, that one looked cool.
Yeah,
That looks badass.
Witchfire looks like a lot of fun.
Also, if you own the rights to Darkwatch, make another one.
Just do it.
So I looked up a little bit more for Power World because I was a little bit curious.
Hey, look, it's Lapras.
No.
Hey, Pikachu.
No, because this is a snowy. It's a snow Lapras. Get it right. That's not Sizor. But I found out that one, you can make them build shit for you as slaves. Two, you can just be a poacher to go. You can be a poacher and just go in and just live a life of crime.
This trailer legitimately shocked me. There's no way that they're not going to get sued by Nintendo.
I think it's just
it's been
enough.
They've been talking about.
I'm sure
years.
their lawyers are investigating.
That's crazy. Okay.
All right, moving on. Sonic Superstars, a 3D Sonic built in 2D, like they should always do.
Yes.
Their 3D mechanics are not awful.
Sonic is perfect in a 2D world.
And so this one's got the 3D graphics, so it makes it easier for them to animate 4-player co-op. So we're gonna have some fun playing this one. So I was super stoked for that. They showed off a lot of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, part 2 of a remake trilogy of Final Fantasy VII. I played the first one. Final Fantasy VII's near and dear to me, so I will definitely be picking this up day one. I do have it pre-ordered. Again, I'm the only Final Fantasy player here other than Gavin. He's a little bi-curious with Final Fantasy occasionally.
Love the Final Fantasy games.
Play them more.
I've played and beaten majority of them. I just haven't played the newest 7 yet.
You haven't played 16
Because I want it all out. I just wanted it all out. I was just going to buy them all and sit down and play for like the next 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's a way to do it. But it's definitely worth it. The remake was really good.
That's what I've been hearing.
When I first, not without its controversies, but it's really good. And then the big stealer of the show for me,
The Witcher 3 trailer.
The Witcher 3 and Twisted Metal shows got their first trailers.
Twisted Metal looks cool.
I don't know enough.
They didn't
about
show
Twisted
enough,
Metal.
but it looked cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch episode 1. And
Also,
see how it
if Bel Air proved anything to me, I am not judging any Peacock shows until I actually sit down and watch it.
yeah, we
ripped on Bel Air hard,
So definitely gonna watch it, see where it goes. It looked like it could be fun.
or it's gonna be off. But
Probably
hopefully good.
but I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Then the real steal of the show, Mortal Kombat 1,
Let's go.
got its gameplay trailer and breakdown with Ed Boon. And God, this game looks so good to me.
It was so good.
I could go off on a tangent right now and talk for hours about Mortal Kombat. So
But he has a list of
I'm gonna-
videos that you could watch.
I'm gonna move on for now. Other than saying I am super psyched for this game.
I think we all are.
But
Cannot wait to see more on it next week.
yeah, I was like,
should
stay
show
tuned
up.
because we're gonna have updates a lot. And
Yeah.
we'll be talking about them every time they come out. So
Yeah, I might go over some of the leaks that have happened, see if they prove false, true. But we'll move on for now because this episode is not about Mortal Kombat. Unfortunately, we'll do another. But that was the bulk of Summer Game Fest on June 8th.
Okay.
Then on June 11th, we had the Xbox and Starfield showcase. Biggest takeaways there, they showed Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2 still
Trailer was kind of disappointing.
exists. Hopefully it comes out. 'cause
Hey,
I
well,
love
No, that was
game.
like 2 weeks after you told me they canceled the game.
Oh, I was lying about that.
Oh,
Did
fuck
you
yeah.
believe me?
I believed
Oh,
you.
yeah,
I'm
I also totally believe you.
I was just being a jackass. No.
I knew you were being a jackass.
Yeah, he knew.
I was like, oh, okay.
Shit, yeah. Well, at
Yeah,
least you were reassured with that lame trailer.
As soon as the trailer pops up, I'm like,
Which
that
is
fucker.
which is disappointing because at Game Awards
We've
that
seen some really good
was
footage of this
beautiful.
game. Not the case today. I don't think they gave us a release date on much.
No.
Most of Xbox's games that are theirs are like, coming someday. Exclusive world premiere. Coming with a question mark. Hopefully next year.
I hear that line in my nightmare sometimes.
Oh, same.
world premiere.
Exclusive.
I want my own
Day
Xbox
one Game
back.
Pass.
Yeah, Xbox used to be so
Look,
good.
I do get pumped anytime they say day one day.
Yeah, why be upset? by
That's
that?
pretty sick.
Well, that's where I'm playing Payday 3, Day
Yeah.
1 Game Pass.
Yeah.
They showed that off.
Yeah, like
It's
Game
cool
Pass is too good of a fucking deal.
because there's no way I'm paying $70 for most of their games.
Yeah.
It just ain't happening.
I've also found some.
And if they're multi-plat, I'm playing it on PS5 or PC.
Sorry.
No, I've also found some gems.
So I need to
Oh,
play
in the
sure
Game
something
Pass.
my
It's
Xbox
expensive.
I found one that was really weird. It was Turnip Boy Commits Tax Fraud or something like that. Stupid game. It was like Zelda. It took me like an hour to beat. It was so dumb.
They showed off Forza Motorsport.
Woo!
I mean, if you look back at like the last 5-10 years, the only first-party game they've released that's been critically acclaimed has been Forza.
Yeah. I mean, it wins
They failed
awards every year.
They failed with Crackdown. They failed with Halo. Gears they've just given up on. But Forza, still cranking those out. Great racer if you like a realistic racer. South of Midnight, didn't show much. There's a giant and a girl getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
There's kind of a giant theme with Xbox. So then we move into the Fable trailer.
Well, because they're like...
Did you see the Fable trailer?
No. They're like the small fry
me
taking
too.
on the giant that is Sony.
So Fable's got I forget the actor's name.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it was a trailer that a lot of people were dissing on later on, saying that they were kind of mad that they didn't show gameplay, and it technically apparently was gameplay in that trailer.
Yeah, it's cutscenes.
Yeah.
In-game cutscenes. So they show a giant introducing that he likes vegetables, etc., etc. He goes on for a while. Then you don't know he's a giant until you see the main character of presumably Fable 4's chick.
No, the giant's the main character.
I'd be more inclined.
It'd be a weird game, but I'd play it.
Yeah. So I don't know what to think. I've waited for Fable 4 for so long now, I just don't even care anymore.
Yeah. Also, I mean, they haven't made a great Fable game since the first one.
Hey, I loved Fable 2.
I don't hate Fable 2.
I played Fable 2 and 3 all the way through, but they were a letdown.
Yeah, compared to Fable 1, they just don't stack up.
I think that 1 and 2 are closer. Like Fable 1 is like a 9, Fable 2 is like a 7. Fable 3 is like a 5.
And
I disagree.
The menu system, the load, there was just too many issues to...
I had a blast with it. I played
But hopefully Fable 4 will be good. Again, Microsoft has burned me so many times now, I can't get here and say, oh, an Xbox exclusive, it's going to be great anymore. Hopefully. They showed Avowed, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a lot of Skyrim.
Yeah, definitely some vibes there. So that one looks cool. That might be one I play, especially if it's on Game Pass, which these all should be since they're first party. And then their big show-off game, of course, was Starfield.
Now, I am a little bit sad about the 30 FPS, but
It's such a letdown. Now, if you rewind 2 years, all their advertising was 60 FPS minimum, 120 FPS on all games, or all Xbox first-party games, and the most powerful console in the world. And now you see they advertise the most powerful Xbox.
I mean, it's because their biggest seller is the Xbox Series S, because it's cheaper and...
It's fine, but you can still have
the X.
two modes. They could, if the X cannot pump out 60 FPS.
I bet it can. It's just they want to cater to what they're selling the most.
It makes no sense to do that.
Yeah.
30 FPS on an action game.
But the one
should be a thing of the past.
The one thing to save the Xbox for me is the Game Pass. So I get to try games that I want to play but don't want to spend the money on.
But it's just not enough. And then I play them on my PC and not my
Starfield itself looks fun. Looks like there's a lot of customization.
It's exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
It's Fallout in space.
It's Fallout in space. You steal sandwiches at 30 FPS.
I mean, you can. 100%.
Space sandwiches.
I don't know. It's cool. Again, I'm a Bethesda fan, but it's not Elder Scrolls 6.
I'll definitely try anything that they put out.
Yeah,
there's been disappointments.
There's definitely been disappointments.
Fallout 77.
76, yeah.
76, whatever.
Though I hear it's kind of fun now.
Yeah.
4
years
they
later.
actually made a game, kind of like No Man's Sky. But
I
hopefully
need to
it'll
get
have
back to that.
good.
I really enjoyed it. We should play that again.
And they made a black Xbox Series S console.
It looks pretty sick.
Ow! It's $50 more, and it comes with an extra 500 gigs, so it's a terabyte.
Imagine releasing a console that only has 500 gigabytes.
Imagine when you can spend like $70 and get a 2 terabyte for your PlayStation.
I mean, PlayStation did that.
Did what?
The 500 gigs.
It was 640, but yeah.
Well, I mean, after the system.
Yeah, with everything else, but it's fine. It's expandable.
Yeah.
With any NVMe SD card that takes it, unlike the Xbox's proprietary one that's quadruple the price.
Look, it's $50 more, but it is still cheaper than most of the other consoles you can buy.
I was like, and it does look cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I prefer the black.
Yeah, I would too. 100%.
Oh no, it looks way sicker than
and it's better than having to buy an expansion card. But it's still just funny this late in the game they're doing that.
got
Keanu
boosted
Reeves
suits.
came up on stage to talk more about DLC for Cyberpunk 2077. Great game that I need to finish.
Me too.
This DLC is called Phantom Liberty. It's gonna bring in a new ending to the game, so if you haven't finished, I'm not gonna spoil it. But there's multiple endings for the DLC and then a new ending for the main game itself. It looks really cool. Idris Elba is voicing one of the characters in this DLC.
Sexy son of a bitch.
Can't wait.
So I'm excited for that. It's only DLC, but it made me excited to go back and finish it.
I've done all the
Which I
endings
just
on the
want to
main
do
game.
a brand new playthrough.
Yeah.
Because it's been too long since I gave up on it. That's all I had listed. Any other takeaways for you at Xbox's show?
No, I think that's about it. I mean,
Because they only had like 5 exclusives to them. Everything else was shown again at Ubisoft.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in it, but Flight Simulator, we have a new Flight Simulator coming out.
Those are usually
Well, it's technically out.
Yeah, but they're
the
also
DLC.
they're going to do a DLC for it as well for Dune.
Yeah,
So
that
you
sounds
can
pretty
fly
cool.
one of their
That'd be
own. Yeah,
Yeah, their flight sim games, if you're into those, are the best.
yeah.
Look,
Microsoft-
honestly, I have fun.
I haven't played one in a long time.
I've had fun loading it up and getting some of like the modded ships and like
It's cool to fly
It's-
to real life locations, and for any sim fans, it's great. It's just a little too realistic for me. All right, moving on to June 12th, then the Ubisoft Forward Conference. They showed off the Crew Motorfest. I used to play the Crew. I haven't in a long time. Nothing really interesting there.
it's a pretty generic racing game.
Yeah. They showed off a couple of Assassin's Creed. There was the Project Jade one, which apparently is a mobile title, so I'm not interested at all. Assassin's Creed Nexus is a VR version, which actually looks like it could be pretty fun. Looks
Now-
like a Hitman VR kind of game.
I was kind of confused because at first I thought they were going to do it for the new PSVR 2, but they were advertising it for the Oculus.
Yeah, they have a deal with Oculus, so I don't know if it's going to go to both. Might be a timed exclusive.
I'm just trying to figure out who I'm going to have to borrow a headset from.
Well, we've got them all, so somebody will have it. Assassin's Creed Mirage, we already talked about. They
Looks
showed
good.
a little more off on it. Again, I'm sold on it. Prince of Persia remake, meh. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
I mean, this does kind of look interesting because, from a story standpoint, your character is captured as a child, and trained by the humans who come to Pandora to be like a soldier to help fight for them. But something happens, and you wake up. What was it, like 15 years later, or something like that. So you're using guns. You're also using the Na'vi weapons. You can tame your own Banshee.
Yeah, mechanically, this game looks really good in that genre. I'm just not a huge fan of that universe.
How dare you?
I like it well
It's not for
enough.
everyone.
I don't hate it, but
Yeah.
I don't want to jump into it. So it doesn't do much there for me wanting to play something more character driven. I'm just not that interested in the Na'vi and that war. But the films are fun, beautiful. Don't hate them, but not enough to grab me. But mechanically, this game does look like it's going to kill. For fans of that genre, it looks like a game to get. Then big one there for me again was Star Wars Outlaws.
That one looked cool.
Did you check that out?
Oh hell yeah! I checked that out multiple times.
I figured you'd be the most
So
excited.
I think they did the cinematic trailer at the previous
Yes.
at the Xbox
That's on
one.
Xbox.
But then they did a gameplay trailer for the Ubisoft one, and
Yeah, where you could finally tell what was going on. I'm gonna play it.
okay. One of my biggest takeaways and most excited elements of this game is seamless ground to space flight. There probably will be like a little bit of a cinematic to like get into your ship, like your ship taking off a little bit, but you're still flying.
Hey,
into
if
space.
No Man's Sky can do it with an empty world,
Yeah.
Star Wars can do it with a populated world.
Yeah, and plus this little like
Yeah, he's
companion
cute.
character, he can
Yeah.
also like
Looks like an
A
axolotl.
little 6-eared axolotl scaly guy.
they'll shut off here in a little bit, but he can grab your weapons. He can press buttons for you, fetch other stuff.
Hey, it's not EA. So you're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance.
But it's Ubisoft.
So you're telling me there's also a chance for me?
So you're telling me there's a chance
It's
either way.
50-50.
Yeah.
It looks really cool, stealthing around, doing that. Again, it's not my Knights of the Old Republic sequel or remake. And that's,
Which at least we know they're working on.
It's
not sounding good, though.
And it's not the bounty hunter game, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not It's
They
not
canceled
pod
that.
racing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get pod racing.
That'd be sick.
It at least needs to be a feature
I'd
in
pay-
a game.
I'd pay $20
Yeah.
for a new pod racing game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just need to have a game where you go to Tatooine, there's a pod racing arena, and
I'm
you
so
can
sick
go
of
pod
Tatooine.
Look,
racing.
I'll pay $70
for pod racing.
Yeah.
I'll pay $70 for a fully fleshed out pod racing game with customization.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, Xbox.
A
Make
new Rogue Squadron. I mean, we
Take a
technically got
Forza pod
Squadron.
racing.
Squadrons
basically.
was not Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's not the same. I want a more arcadey, old school
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron game, but far more vast with the levels.
What was the one that? What was the Star Wars game that came out recently?
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
I don't hate those games. I don't love those games by any means. I don't think they're perfect, but
No, they're not. But
I had a lot
they're
of
the
fun with
best Star
Survivor.
Wars games that have come out in a
Yeah.
while for me. They
I-
were playable.
I think I did like Fallen Order a little bit more.
In Survivor?
Yeah.
I also think I didn't finish Survivor, but I think I like Fallen Order more.
So, how far did you get into Survivor?
I don't know.
Main menu.
I chopped down the first tree.
Oh, okay.
No, I played. I don't know. I probably put in 8 hours.
Yeah, there's
Did
some
you
new
did,
mechanics
did
in
you
there.
did you get to the point in the game where you were able? Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Did you get to
Jedi
the part of the
Survivor.
game where you get to play as a different character other than Cal?
No.
Oh god, that mission sucked.
You get to play as Seer. If you remember from the first, this is spoilers again. Do you care? I feel
No.
like neither of you are actually gonna play this game.
I mean, I'll finish it eventually. But
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it.
yeah,
Do you want me to tell you? Or not?
yeah. No, go for it.
No, don't.
You get to play as you play as Seer, and you actually get a duel against. Oh, sorry.
I don't need to play it.
You're right. You actually get a duel against Darth Vader. That is sick.
It is a really sick fight.
It's a.
All right. Yeah, that sounds.
I do
dope.
like fighting.
It is a. I think the fighting in Survivor is way
Now, if
way
only I
better
was,
than it was in the first game.
Now, if only I was
Story-wise.
Star Killer instead of Cal.
No combat wise, it's way better.
I know. I'm saying. I know. I was agreeing.
Oh.
I said story wise.
Yes,
I'm not a big fan of Cal Kestis.
How far are you? You're like on the final boss, aren't you, Zach?
Yeah, I'm at the secret temple.
Okay. I do like how you. I think
not
the story is
hot,
actually really good for character
close.
I bet
development.
there's some
for
cliffs you can
Cal.
jump over, like
'Cause I think,
Super
like,
Star Wars.
You see him throughout the game just get more beat down.
Yeah.
And
we should probably concentrate on this Star Wars. game.
no.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna just skip ahead a little. More CG cuts.
I do like
everybody on the internet's all into this robot.
Yeah.
Apparently, everybody wants to fuck him.
What?
That's It was blown up on Twitter.
I mean, he's hot as fuck.
And the
do like
developers
the
were like,
star.
we didn't really expect people to be that into him.
I'd overheat his gears.
Oh, yeah.
Let's overclock those motherboards.
Yeah, I mean, it looks sick. I'm
Grease up
always
those
down for more
processors.
Star Wars.
Especially,
Content, man.
I love crime games,
Yeah.
especially if they're done well.
So,
Like Grand Theft Auto.
This
Fun.
one looks like it has a notoriety system. So like if you're favoring one faction, they'll like you more than the other faction. If you do more jobs for this one, they're gonna like you less over here.
It doesn't have a nemesis system.
No, it doesn't.
Can I
have
go into a killing spree and just be
Probably.
a menace?
But there was a scene coming up here where it kind of teased a wanted level
Yeah.
a little bit.
Little GTA.
Hey, you be nice.
So it looks cool. It looks like it'll be a fun storyline game.
I do kind of want.
Did
to
we
see
get a
how it
release
ties
date
in.
for this?
Think so, or
I don't
maybe it
remember.
was holiday.
A release window, at least.
Let me look. We got.
Holiday, I think it was says.
So it'll be November. Right before Black Friday, probably.
Coming
Oh,
2024.
So next year. So
Next year.
by next holiday. Unless it's pushed back.
The only planet in the trailer, because they show a few planets off of the environments and everything. The only one that I recognized was
Kashyyyk.
Kabini. I think it was how you say it from
How do you
episode
get
9.
Okay, so we get a little Rogue Squadron-ish gameplay, which will be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Some space battles.
So I looked up what they developed, like other games that Massive has made. They made The Division 2, made the Frontiers of Pandora game, Outlaws. They did
Just Dance
Division,
Now. Oh.
Far Cry 3. Fuck it.
Well, Far Cry 3 is the best Far Cry.
Assassin's Creed Revelations,
That was alright.
World of Conflict, Ground Control 1 and 2, which is an old game.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Yeah, this looks
So I am definitely
so
down
fun.
for Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, crank out the Star Wars content, bro. As long as it's good.
Hey, EA got that 10-year deal to put out 2 bad games.
Well, now EA's making games too, alongside other
Which
companies.
is how it should have been.
Do you know what else I'm still really upset about that they canceled though? The fact that they gave the Dead Space developers the Star Wars IP, and then EA just canceled it.
Yeah.
We never.
That's how-
And I bet that would have been cool.
Yeah,
if
there
they
was
it
also-
looked good.
There was also a game similar to this one coming out that was, I
Bounty
think,
Hunters.
after the Empire fell, where you were a scoundrel going out through the universe.
Yeah, it was called like Bounty Hunter. Or
No,
something.
Bounty Hunters is a different like mobile game.
Every single big, like if you're a big producer and you're making games off of like movies or
13.
sports or anything like that.
13, yeah.
That was years ago.
Yeah, and they canceled that, and it was sounding good. That was during the whole period where they had Amy Hennig designing a first-person, single-player, story-driven Star Wars game too, and she's done great stuff from the Uncharted series. She was the original writer creator there. She did Legacy of Kain. A lot of great story-driven games. She was manning it. And then EA got the rights, and they're like, you know what? Nobody wants a single-player Star Wars game. And so they canceled it, fired her.
Yeah, that's what happened to
And then
1313.
And yeah,
13.
They canceled every good game on their
Yeah,
roster
that one,
and
the
released Battlefield.
The Dead Space.
So 1313 was a game that was supposed to come out 10, 15 years ago. That got canceled because they just they shuttered Lucas LucasArts.
When they first sold it.
Yeah.
No, Star Wars 1313 was not LucasArts. No, but
I don't
It
remember
was-
the timeline. 1313 was way old though.
Yeah.
no, it was Lucasfilm. Weird.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
And
that
it
old.
looked-
got
it looked
canceled in,
cool.
Like
I
2020.
know. If
Either way, they made some
It
mistakes.
was
So I'm
both.
glad EA does not have
Yeah.
exclusive rights. That's all I'm saying.
that's how everything should be, man. EA especially just ruins games, but it's like I play obviously a lot of sports games. Every developer, because they have no fucking competition, just puts out the same inane fucking garbage in every sports category ever. 2K does it,
Because yeah,
EA does it.
if you want to play that kind of game, where else are you?
Yeah,
gonna go?
exactly.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So,
Competition drives quality.
so if you're a movie or a sports league, sell your license ever. Make
give
it
'em
completely open so that any developer can make games.
But the money.
Fuck the money.
You'll probably make more money by splitting up what you would get from the big names.
You probably would if you made a good product.
Yeah,
This way they know they don't have to make a good product, but they're going to get mass money up front just to give the rights away.
Well, again, but the biggest thing
It's
is like,
shitty, but that's
is
capitalism.
they can do deals with people. They could just do partial deals. Like they'd be like, EA, since you've been with us so long, we'll give you like half of the amount of licenses we're gonna give out.
Should. Either way, they haven't given them an exclusive deal for Star Wars again.
Thank God.
So they can make games. Let everybody make games. We need more good Star Wars games.
We need more arcade games in general, man.
True.
There's a
It's insane to me that like most of the best games that I've been playing lately on PC have come from smaller developers.
Oh yeah, they make such.
And like indie
Better stuff,
games
'cause they
are,
care.
yeah.
They give a shit.
These big companies have become so lackadaisical. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, it is. If you could pick any developer to make a Star Wars game, what developer would you want?
After
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man came out, I fucking love Insomniac.
I do too.
I would let Insomniac make a Star Wars game in a fucking
I
heartbeat.
would have to agree. Have them make a Jedi game.
Yeah.
Either in the Old Republic, it doesn't have to be a remake.
No, but give me
The
a whole
High-
Republic game.
The High Republic, even during maybe even during like the Clone Wars. That'd
My
be
other
cool.
favorite company, and I can't think anything off the top of my head that I've played lately, but Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog would be great.
Naughty Dog. I mean, like, I can tell that Naughty Dog still cares a lot, like,
They do.
because Last of Us 2 was beautiful.
Beautiful, even if you didn't like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're going that way,
Any Sony first-party studio could knock it out of the park.
I would say whatever studio makes the Total War games, make a strip. Microsoft, have them make a RTS space.
Did you play the
ground
old
battle.
one?
Star Wars Empire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Empires.
I modded the fuck out of it. I had
Oh,
Clone
yeah,
Wars.
too.
I had
Those, and it needs to be a PC.
Oh, it's actually
yeah.
Sega.
Sega. Yeah, this
That
is
sounds
Yeah.
good. I was like, I didn't think Microsoft.
Microsoft just has all the deals with them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. That's probably what I was thinking.
But I had the Clone Wars in there. I had all like the legacy like comic stuff.
That was
so,
a
like,
cool
the
game.
clips, and all the like really
So-
cool weapons.
I wouldn't mind a new Star Wars RTS. We could use one, but I would much rather play a
Old
adventure game set in the Old Republic.
Even the Dawn of the
Moral
Jedi.
alignment, Jedi Sith, since you have both factions
Yeah.
with the Sith Empire. There's so much you could do in that era.
Fuck yeah.
You could have hundreds of stories right there, and they just ignore it.
Yeah. Unless Lucas was telling them to just leave that alone for now because we're going to develop something big
Maybe,
for it.
maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Let's reel it back in, though.
Do you have one?
Sorry.
if I
You were the one that brought up the question, so.
honestly, I don't know why I want this because I feel like it wouldn't be that good. But Rockstar.
Okay,
On one
I
hand,
can see
either
it.
be really, really good or kind of like weird. I'm not sure where they'd land.
Because we were talking about the notoriety system and stuff, if you
Yeah.
gave me something like Grand Theft Auto that was more based in Star Wars,
like
I'd be all about it. That'd be
Selling sticks on Coruscant.
Rockstar presents Grand Theft Auto Coruscant, and it's like the whole planet city.
fuck yeah.
Like that'd be fun.
I'd play it.
Give me online.
Now, if they took it more serious and grounded, like to Star Wars realism, not realism, like Red Dead Redemption 2, took that amount of care.
Oh
that
my
they took
God.
into everything, but in the Star Wars world, where you've got like you're raising tauntauns and just give me a whole world or a small galaxy with a few planets.
Maybe you're a bounty hunter trying to like escape the law or a Jedi Knight.
Yeah,
The
Choose
other
your
option I
character.
would have picked is the obvious one. I would have picked From Software because I love their games, and at the very least they make nice, tight action games, and that's what's needed for Star Wars.
Going back to
they're
your
just not as
last
good
one.
as at the storytelling.
Going back to your last like GTA Star Wars, you don't even have to do Coruscant. You could go to the literal crime world Nar Shaddaa, where it's literally just crime everywhere. And it's like the bounty hunter scoundrel's like favorite planet.
Give me a mission where I get to
Could
go
have
to
more fun.
Kashyyyk and steal Wookiee babies. to raise my one level.
Let's go.
I'm in.
Fuck yeah. And then you can either give them to the person who gave you the mission, or you can keep them and raise your little Wookiee babies yourself.
Just ultra realistic.
Bring back Ewok Hunt.
Oh, okay. Alright.
All right, we'll make an episode on that soon. But
Fuck yeah.
reeling it back into this, that was the big announcements from the top 4 shows. How would you rank these shows, Zach?
I would say only because it had Spider-Man, or no, actually that was spread out.
If you're looking at the Spider-Man reveal, that was at Sony.
Yeah, that was at Sony. I will say Xbox had more stuff that I was excited about in one show. So I would put them at number 1. But then it would be Summer Game Fest, Ubisoft, and then PlayStation.
So for me, I'm going to go number 1, Summer Game Fest, strictly for the Mortal Kombat reveal. But they also had plenty of other games I'm getting day 1. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Spider-Man 2 release date, even though they didn't show it, Sonic Superstars, Witchfire, Banishers. So had a lot of games that I know I'm picking up. Number 2 for me would be the PlayStation Showcase, mainly for the Spider-Man reveal, but Phantom Blade Zero, Final Fantasy 16, the Metal Gear re-releases, Alan Wake 2. They had a lot of good stuff that I'm definitely getting as well. And then I would go Xbox, just for the goddamn hope that they can make a first-party game that's good. Preferably Fable, but the one that's got the most chance is Starfield, but we'll see.
Then a
And
Valve
it's
afterwards.
Senua Saga. If just release this damn game. You've shown this for 5 years now. Give me this game.
Or stop announcing games 5 years out.
Do both, please. And then in last place for me would be the Ubisoft Forward. Again, excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage and Star Wars Outlaws, but the rest of the show was pretty miss for me.
Give me the Sony one first. And
Spider-Man.
yeah, I
That's the only
I
thing
fucking
I've
love
watched from
those.
that
Those have been my favorite games that have come out.
Almost a perfect 10.
Yeah, almost. And then give me the Ubisoft, because I am really excited about the Star Wars game. I probably will try that Avatar game, even though I will be hesitant to spend $70 on it. And then give me Games Fest, but the only reason I'm putting Games Fest so low, I think, is because
There's a
at
lot
this
of
point,
crap.
yeah,
Yes,
and
a lot
like
of
at this
filler.
point, I want Games Fest to be like the big one, like where you're showing off shit that like gets me so hyped, and they showed off a couple things I'm excited for.
It's going to get more that way now that E3's done
again.
because they were supposed to be back and then they canceled. So E3, this is the time frame. They have the best shot of being the one show to get enough from everybody. But again, everybody's interested in doing their own shows. So.
Like I think if
But had all of these shows been like, yeah, we're at the Summer Games Fest stage. Here's Microsoft's a couple hours. I just want a full day to 4 days like E3 used to be.
Yeah.
It was such an extravagant.
If Summer Games Fest did not have Mortal Kombat, which does look incredible, it would have been a garbage show. But I would have been upset that we watched it for 3 hours. And then Xbox, I have no hope for anything Xbox does anymore. Senua Saga looks when they released it, the Game Awards looked beautiful.
years ago.
Fable hopefully will be cool, but outside of that, I have no interest in anything else that was announced.
Yeah.
All right, so if I had to go, I'd go Sony, mostly for Dragon's Dogma 2 and Marvel, and then Summer's Game Fest for Mortal Kombat, Ubisoft because I'm just kind of burnt out on Ubisoft games. I'll be honest, and then what was the last one?
The
Xbox last because while I do really enjoy the Game Pass and I get a lot of value from that. Honestly, their exclusives just haven't been hitting super well.
Yeah,
I really did enjoy the
Game
last
Pass
year's
is
game,
great
but
to pay one fee to try their games. But
Fuck
if I
it.
was paying money for Xbox's games
I
right now,
wouldn't have any Xbox games on my system.
and even with Game Pass, I don't.
I have a couple.
Like,
Most of them are ones that
their
don't
first party games, I try them. I'm like, oh, Halo, is it good again? Nope. It's worse.
Since I got the Game Pass on my PC, which I'm assuming you have
Yeah,
too,
that's what I do.
I actually go search there here and there.
I do too. I just
There's
don't
some
always
really
find
good.
them a
There's
lot.
some really. I'll have to recommend a couple. There's a couple good roguelikes. If you like roguelikes,
Yeah, occasionally.
Albanias.
Depends on my mood.
The Total War games are there, which
I
are
do
always-
love Total War.
Yes.
Total War is a great series.
So
The thing that I weirdly have fun with on the PC one, they have the OG Elder Scrolls game, like Blades and Daggerfall,
Oh, yeah.
and they're fun.
Yeah.
So
They're not good, but they're fun.
only big thing we have left news-wise that's going to come out this year really is Game Awards, right?
No.
Or is there any other shows on
So the next big one that used to be the second biggest outside of E3 before Game Awards and all that is Gamescom Germany.
Oh, okay.
That comes out every August.
Okay.
So that has a chance of showing stuff. It's hard to tell. With COVID and everything else, all these shows got really screwed up the last few years.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are afraid to show games off too early. I think Sony's taken a good idea. I'm like, hey, let's not show games that aren't ready to come out within a year.
I wish every company would do that.
Because then you just spend years just.
Which is why I'm so
bored
hyped
this.
on Mortal Kombat. It came out, we get confirmation. It's like, 3.5 months away. Now you can get pumped.
Do you know what that weirdly reminds me
I've
of?
gotten pumped on these others, then died off, pumped again.
That's how
and now-
Senua Saga is.
Yeah, Senua Saga, Fable. I'm just
Where
like, I
you
can't
told
do
me that it was canceled, and I legitimately thought, oh yeah, this game, it probably was canceled. I haven't heard anything on it since Game
No,
Awards.
they've been so
3 years ago.
silent. I felt like it was canceled.
I believed you.
I believed myself, half.
No, yeah, no, ugh.
I don't know. But we're never going to have an E3 again. No show will ever be the one place for everything because in the digital streaming age, it's too easy for Sony, Nintendo, everybody to just have their own little stream online.
Yeah.
Don't need to go get on stage.
They get a little bit of
So
revenue
we
from their
lose
own ads.
we lose some of that spectacle that used to come with the E3 season.
Also, as aspiring
and all that.
YouTube people, it would have been cool to go to E3 and do
Yeah.
a bunch of live shows from E3.
We should plan on going to Game Awards.
I'm down. I'm 100% down.
Tickets are cheap if we get them. As soon
Where
as
is
they
it
go
at?
on. LA,
Yeah, I'd be down. It's in December though, right?
mid-December.
Yeah.
Must be a
I was like,
fun
we went and saw it last year at the IMAX, and that was a
and
blast.
we're at least doing that.
Yeah.
But how fun would it be to just be a few aisles back from
That'd
the
be
stage,
fucking
seeing
awesome.
their big. Even if they didn't have super announcements, it would still be cool. Just be like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
here,
And then to
covering it live.
go back to our hotel and record an episode and put it up. That'd be so much fun.
Okay, record us in the audience. We'll see. We'll see where we're at in a couple months. That's all I have for this section of gaming. Went a little long talking about all of these. So
But a good hearty episode.
it was a good hearty episode. Covers a lot of stuff. There's a bunch we missed from other shows.
But
If
this
you
is the
guys in
main
the
stuff.
comments have anything to add to that we missed or should have covered, what are you excited for? Which show was the best for you? Please let us know. We will talk to you down there and get back to you. We definitely want to interact with you guys more. So thank you for those that do comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Other than that, we are out of here. It is time to
Split!